Ouch! I was so close. But no, the minute I see a beautiful damsel in distress, wham! Well, I guess that's just who I am. I'm simply a die-hard do-gooder.
Ah, Miss Hinkle lost her dachshund. Well, I'm sure it'll turn up. I mean, there wasn't much kerosene in the turbine after all. You have to be age 6 or older to use this device. Oh, how boring is that? Toro! Hey, I said Toro! If anything, he seems even more bored now. Locked, huh? It can probably be opened from the inside. The windshield is encrusted with dirt. Ah, there's a sign behind it. Maybe the name of the driver? Sure, Puff. Huh, well, that could spell anything. Oh, great. The rust bucket's dead, but the lock is still working.
What's going on here? I haven't seen such a crowd in front of the town hall since
Since the mayor wanted to introduce a tax on the lack of political commitment.
Please form a line, people. Draw a waiting...
Draw a waiting number, and the mayor will see you in a short while.
What's going on here? Did someone refill the peanut jar?
A girl fell from the sky. They say she's a real beauty. The mayor's about to decide who's going to give her shelter.
Yeah, well, I doubt he'll have a hard time to decide once he's heard my story. I saved that girl from the dark exchequer. I am responsible for her.
Nice try, buddy, but I've made up a good story too. Mine even has a dragon in it, so move to the back of the line and draw a number like everyone else.
Hardly ever saw such stupid hats.
The mayor wants to decide what? Who will what? Give her shelter?
Low-Tech thinks the girl should be, integrated into our community, and someone has to nurse her back to health.
I hope the mayor will choose me. She could give me a hand in the mud pits. Ever since I cut my fingertips while scrubbing rust, I tend to get infected cuticles.
You want her to scrub rust for you? That's outrageous.
Why? What do you want the girl for? Rufus?
Rufus!
Huh? What? The girl belongs to me.
That'll be determined by the mayor.
Well, how do I get to the mayor?
That's easy.
Take a number and stand at the end of the line.
Couldn't you let me cut in? See, I'm in a bit of a hurry, and...
I see.
Well, if that's the case...
Do you want my chair?
Shall we get you something to drink while you're waiting?
We could bake a cake for you, too.
Really? I like cactus cake, but no raisins. Thanks very much. And... Oh. I see. Crap. Now I'm hungry. No, really, let me go first.
Listen, Rufus, a minute ago that was a nice little joke, but now it's half annoying.
And half sad.
Where's the girl now?
She's lying in the assembly hall. Dr. Gizmo is with her.
They say she's unconscious.
I hope she isn't injured.
So do I. So do I. It's not easy stacking exhaust pipes with broken arms.
Nice hats. Did I miss a trend or something?
The roofer switched to making hats, 'cause it hasn't rained for months.
I see. And I'm sure the trousers are from the guy who used to make tarps, right?
Hey, my wife made them for me.
Well, thanks for nothing. I'll skedaddle. Every office needs a good soul. Maybe someone should tell the mayor. Hello, Lottie.
You too.
You too? Dear me, what a day.
Where's the girl from Elysium?
Princess Sugar.
Yeah, Princess Sugarbottom? Oh, she's lying around in the assembly hall. Of course, I knew you came because of her. It's always the same. Always the same. A beautiful young girl in a tight jumpsuit falls from the sky heavily injured, and immediately everyone's falling over themselves to help her. Hussy! Hussy!
I want to see the mayor.
Everyone.
Everyone does. Take a number and wait your turn.
How does this waiting number thing work?
Do I really have to explain?
Explain that to you. Did you fall on your head as well?
Yes, actually, but I was able to roll with the punch.
Well, obviously you started
Rolling too late.
The thing over there is the
Waiting number dispenser.
You receive a waiting number. You just take one
And then you wait.
until the number comes up. Your number.
Hold your horses, not so fast. How am I supposed to take notes like that? Can you make an exception and let me in before the others?
It's your turn when you...
The number comes up.
No exceptions.
Not even for me?
Especially not for you.
But the line isn't moving at all. Who's next anyway?
Number 62. I think that's Wenzel.
Wenzel is also applying? But Wenzel isn't even here.
Well, it's his turn. Wenzel is up next.
No exceptions.
Is it my turn already?
No. Number 62.
Is still up.
Wenzel.
Wenzel, exactly.
I officially want to deregister my residence here on Deponia.
Although a lot of people will be glad to hear that. Me, for instance.
That won't be possible today.
The mayor is pretty busy at the moment.
I'll skedaddle.
Don't let the door hit you.
I hate lines. Number 66. Almost my lucky number. Goal! I have to talk to her. She's got to know who her savior is.
Rufus, do you have to snoop around here?
Hi, Inspector Gizmo.
That's Dr. Gizmo. As you know, I hold all 3 positions in this emergency station, and right now, I'm a doctor. And as a doctor, I have the right to ask, why are you bothering my patient?
She's an acquaintance of mine. I wanted to see how she's doing. Her name is Gold.
So, the Elysian is an acquaintance of yours, eh? Very funny. Well, as long as your lacking sense of reality doesn't keep me from doing my job, knock yourself out. Look after your acquaintance, but make it snappy. That's enough.
What? Come
Come on!
Enough daydreaming for today. My patient needs rest. Well, at least I guess that she needs rest. In order to know for sure, she would have to wake up first.
She's unconscious. What's wrong with her? What does she need?
To be more conscious, obviously. For further tests, she would have to be awake. Unfortunately, none of my remedies seem to work.
Well, how about some really strong coffee?
Ha! The coffee that can be of help here needs to be brewed.
Doesn't every coffee need to be brewed?
Yes, right, but
Hey, not to worry, Dr. Gizmo. I have a plan.
do the world a favor and spare us your plans, Rufus. Your wacky plans have never done anyone any good, except that the mayor granted me a larger file cabinet for patients' histories.
Gizmo is a doctor, police officer, and firefighter all at once. On his best days, he has to change professions every other second.
Dr. Gizmo,
What now?
Will she fully recover?
She'd need to wake up first to be able to tell.
well, why don't you wake her up then?
Well, it's not that easy. I've already tried every stimulant I could find in my medicine cabinet. None of those were strong enough. She needs something much, much stronger.
Something much, much stronger. Sounds like a job for me. I am much, much stronger after all. I will save her.
Ha! Good luck. Did you bring some kind of miracle stimulant by any chance? Something that might wake her up? A kind of cup of coffee to the nth order?
I'm working on it.
Good, but do it someplace else.
What are you waiting for? Help her.
I would love to, but self-professed acquaintances of the patient are constantly interrupting me in my efforts.
Self-professed acquaintances. That sounds funny. Self-professed acquaintances. Think you can say that 1,000 times in a row?
Why should I? I could even say get lost 1,000 times in a row and you wouldn't get it.
I want to report an emergency.
An emergency? What is it?
I have this unusual pain in my back.
You should rest in bed, at home, so get lost.
Fire!
Impossible. My fire protection sensors would already have detected the emergency.
You have built-in fire protection sensors?
Yes, ever since you turned 8 years old, you little brat.
That was my last birthday with my dad. I got a cake. I think I even remember the fireworks.
I remember them too. Incredible how much you achieved with just 8 candles.
Robbery!
Impossible. My theft protection sensors would already have detected the emergency.
You have built-in theft protection sensors?
All emergency prevention tasks are united in one person, and that's me, as you very well know. A small village like Kuvak is just not big enough to have a doctor's practice, a fire department, and a police station separately. Or at least, that's what I thought. Ever since you turned 8, I'm not so sure about that anymore.
No emergency. My bad.
If you say so, it sounds too good to be true.
Could you leave me alone with her for a moment?
No.
But
No.
bummer. Do you have a stimulant for me?
To make you even more annoying? I don't think so. I've used up most of the stimulants on the patient, but to no avail. I still have some left in the medicine cabinet in my office, but no one except me is allowed to access it.
We'll see about that.
What was that?
Time for me to leave.
That's what I keep telling you.
Well, thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Not literally.
How peacefully she sleeps. This calls for extra strong coffee. Hey, goal! Goal! Wakey, wakey! Fast asleep.
Very good diagnosis, Doctor.
Oh, well, it's just that I'm an expert in sleep. Obviously there's a preparation for a celebration going on. Bad la... something. Rue... Huh? The balloons seem to have been stored here for quite a while. I wonder what occasion they're meant for, and why my face is on some of them.
Stop right there! The post
The post office is closed until further notice.
Until when?
Until the sign says that it's open!
But there's no clock there.
Very observant. And now...
Get away from that door! Stop right there! Where do you think you're going?
I'll go to Elysium with Goal.
In that case, you're in the wrong place. This door leads to the mayor's office, and access is
Strictly by numbers only! So draw a number or bugger off!
Those notice boards are great. I mean, if it wasn't for them, I'd still have to search for magnets in the trash heaps. Hey, why aren't you working?
Because some joker removed the magnets from the detonation plan, that's why.
Huh, this is a map of the trash tunnels. I'd better ask Hannock how this all works. Shouldn't he be maintaining the sewer system and removing trash landslides? Gah, lazy bum. Hello, Hannock.
Oh, hey,
Rufus.
exactly.
Why aren't you working?
You mean, why am I doing just the same as you? Because some joker removed the magnets from the detonation plan, that's why.
Hey, I am very busy, actually. I've been running around all day, getting things done, and, picking stuff up, and things like that.
Well, how about you find some new magnets for our detonation plan? Then we can finally continue work.
What exactly are you guys doing down there?
What do you think? We are trash hunters. We search for useful trash. Most of the time, trash is just junk, and so pretty useless. For instance, I have a whole collection of car keys for cars that have been scrapped ages ago.
Maybe you have my key, too.
I don't know. What was your name again?
Rufus.
Let me think. Rufus. Nope. I don't think I got your key.
Wenzel.
Let me think. Wenzel. Nope. I don't think I got your key.
Tony.
Let me think. Tony. Nope. I don't think I got your key.
Forget it.
Done. Anything else?
Is that your parrot?
Yes, we use it to detect dangerous fumes in the mine shaft.
Oh, what do you do when that happens?
We get a new parrot.
I see. Did you hear about the woman from Elysium?
Yes, but I really don't care. I already have a woman I can send into the mine shaft. It's too narrow in there for two women.
Love must be such a wonderful thing. Talk to you later.
See you,
Rufus?
Exactly.
Nice parrot.
Yes, we use it to detect dangerous fumes in the mine shaft.
Oh, what do you do when that happens?
We get a new parrot.
I see. Hello.
Hello, hello. I'm starving. I've eaten nothing but worms for days now.
Ignore him. My wife sometimes talks to herself when she's down there. He must have picked that up from her.
We can't meet anymore. Although my husband is almost deaf, his bird has quite good ears.
Huh? The emergency station is closed for lunch? Oh, great. Well, what if there's an emergency now? My nuclear power-propelled satellite could crash into Kuvak. Or the grizzlies could break free from my treadmills. I mean, isn't anyone thinking on their feet here?
Ah, Rufus. I thought you're on your way to Elysium. Have you come back to pay your tab?
Oh, that. Oh, well, listen, Lonzo. I planned to do that, but constructing an escape vehicle costs a lot. And,
Don't worry, Rufus. No one here expected you to make it.
Great. Thanks, I guess. Poor Lonzo. He'll be lost without me when I'm gone. Lonzo.
Yeah?
Long time no see, Lonzo.
A long time indeed.
Anything new?
Hey, you know how Kuvak is. Nothing ever happens in Kuvak.
Yep, without me, this place would be dead.
Well, without you, there would be fewer explosions. I know that much.
It must be pretty sad for all of you that I'll be gone soon.
It's almost unbearable. Almost.
How about a shot of that old worry begone?
Well, that depends. Will you ever pay me what you owe?
Of course. I just need to get some money first. But you know that I'm always true to my word.
If you find a new word that makes you look less like a fraud.
Well said, Lonzo. Well said. Did you hear about the stranger? The girl?
Yes, but I don't care. Don't tell me you want to start quarreling about her with all the other idiots.
Well, you know me. I'm always the first in line when,
Idiots are quarreling.
Yes. Tony really gets on my nerves.
Well, that's your version.
Wait, did she come here too?
Someone had to pay for the table you broke yesterday.
Yeah, that was an awesome performance, wasn't it? Look at me! I'm Tony! Scold, scold, scold! Whine! Fret, fight, scream! Yeah, I know. Perfect impression. You won't believe what happened to me today.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. So why don't you keep your story to yourself this time?
But it's got everything. Action, drama, romance.
Oh, a dragon too.
No.
In that case, I'm not interested.
Now that you mention it, yes, there really was a dragon.
Too late.
Damn. Do you have something that can give someone a real boost?
Since when are you ordering coffee? Did you break Tony's coffee machine again? How often do I have to tell you that you don't filter oil that way?
No, this is not about simple coffee. I need something that really, really gets you awake. A kind of ultimate pick-me-up. Lonzo, are you okay? Okay, just forget I ever asked. I'm off.
No, wait a minute. I think I know exactly what you need. Oh boy, this is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Hey, wow! You have pipes, tanks, valves? It's a thing.
This is an espresso machine. But this is not just any old espresso machine. This is the mother of all espresso machines. I tuned it myself.
And you wound ribbons into its hair?
Indeed I did.
Okay, but one question remains. What exactly is this espresso?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure myself. I think it's a kind of highly concentrated coffee. The people of prehistoric times drank it.
Uh-huh. And then they forgot to switch the machine off. I see.
I built the compressor, following all the instructions that I found. Unfortunately, the pictures were pretty blurry, but I think I figured out what ingredients are needed. Take the recipe. It's right next to you on that bar stool. If you bring me these ingredients, we can start brewing. In the meantime, I'll have found my life insurance policy. I hope. Oh, I'm so excited!
What a scrawl. Okay, I need clear, reviving, and energy-rich water. The coffee powder must be black, stimulating, and made from hot beans. None of these things can be found in Kuvak. Never mind, though. Being a master improviser, I bet I can find plenty of alternatives. Poor Alonzo. He'll be lost without me when I'm gone. Gnat's piss. The only thing to drink on the planet. Not true. Luckily, I'm not susceptible to advertising. I could do with a steak now. Flawless performance. Still some room for improvement, but that wasn't too bad for an amateur. Poor Alonzo. He'll be lost without me when I'm gone. What exactly am I supposed to do?
It's all written down on the recipe I gave you. Just bring me everything that's on the list. Till then, I'll do some fine-tuning on the espresso machine.
Okay. What exactly am I supposed to do?
It's all written down on the recipe I gave you. Just bring me everything that's on the list. Till then, I'll do some fine-tuning on the espresso machine.
Okay. About the powder.
Tell me.
Do you have any idea what kind of blackish powder is needed for this recipe?
I have no idea. I don't think they're talking about black powder.
Black powder.
I said it's probably not black powder.
But black powder is blackish.
Listen, this machine works with high pressure and extreme heat. If you put black powder into the...
Yada, yada, yada. Let me worry about the ingredients and you'll prepare the machine.
Oh no, I'm starting to regret this.
Any idea what highly stimulating means?
I have no idea. Maybe some kind of stimulant? Maybe Dr. Gizmo has some in his office.
Oh, that reminds me. Maybe Dr. Gizmo has some kind of stimulant in his office.
That's just what I said.
You did? Maybe I'd listen more carefully if you said something useful from time to time.
Ah, I guess I had that coming.
Any idea what hot beans are supposed to be?
No idea.
Well, this seems to be a highly intellectual puzzle for a gifted mind.
Right. Maybe you should ask Wenzel.
I was talking about me.
Sorry. I guess I should have known. Statistically, it was very likely that you were talking about yourself.
Don't worry, I'll manage.
Hurry up! I can't wait to fire up this sweet machine for a test brew.
About the water.
Keep it flowing.
Clean water? Where can I get clean water?
Clean water is a myth. Everybody knows that.
My father always told me that story about how he founded Kuvak on top of a source of fresh, clean spring water.
Hogwash! Your father was a bullshitter, just like you.
Bullshitter? What's that supposed to mean?
Someday, someone will explain it to you in detail, I'm sure.
Energy-rich water. What's that supposed to mean?
I have no idea. Hanek told me they sometimes find batteries in the trash. Those contain energy. How about you ask him?
Oh, sheesh. This whole quest is exhausting.
Exhausting? Hanek is working right in front of this building.
Hanek!
I guess you'll have to move a few steps into his direction and talk to him directly.
Exhausting and stressful. The recipe says something about a revitalizing liquid. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either. A liquid that makes something inanimate come to life again?
That sounds scary.
What's scary about that? Just imagine, a freezer making breakfast in bed for you.
Yeah, obviously you've never been in a relationship with Tony. Don't worry, I'll manage.
Hurry up. I can't wait to fire up this sweet machine for a test brew.
This looks pretty daring.
It is.
Great, that's what I wanted to hear. I'll be off then, getting all the ingredients.
You do that. I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, sure, as if it was even possible to hit that board with a dart. Huh? What was that? Oh, the emergency station is opened again. Oh, that must mean I can choose the more daring options now. Hello again.
Hey,
Rufus?
exactly.
Do you have any idea where I can get water that's rich with energy?
Very often we find batteries in the junk. Those are always filled with some kind of liquid. We call it battery soda because it's got that fizz when it touches the tongue. Is that what you mean?
Talk to you later.
See you,
Rufus?
exactly. Oh, the blast signal. Take cover! Imminent blast!
What have we here? I would have earned the 1, but I guess the 63 will have to do. Gizmo isn't here. That means I can fiddle around with his occupation modes unnoticed. I've stashed it in there for an emergency. Oh, damn! Handcuffs in a scale. That must be a symbol for, overloaded metaphors. I'll save my telekinetic powers for later. Boy, how often did people around me carry that thing screaming like babies? It's too heavy to lug around. Doesn't matter, though, because I'm always cautious. Boy, how often did people around me carry that thing screaming like babies? Work gloves? Yeah, Gizmo is such a wimp. There's a hole in the platform. Since the retirement home sunk into the ground, they don't let me work in the trash mines for community service anymore. Huh, maybe our system of justice is working after all. It looked much lighter lying in that cupboard. Strike! The crime rate has risen significantly over the past few years, since round about my 18th birthday. Luckily, there's been almost no juvenile delinquents since then. My own lockpick. Consider the possibilities. The clown amongst the anesthetics. Clowns. This could come in handy with my next amputation. Dr. Gizmo says Wenzel's toe could have been saved with non-corroded tools. I don't see what this will be good for. I mean, I already have enough holes in my teeth. The clown amongst the anesthetics. Clowns. This is Wenzel's house. He'll be flabbergasted when he hears about my newest adventure. I bet he'll be pretty disgruntled, because he decided not to come with me. He'll start shaking and get crying fits. Why am I not as cool and daring as you, Rufus? I also want to experience such great excitement. But deep down in his heart, he knows that he just isn't cut out for this. He'll get seriously depressed. Oh boy, I really hope he's home. Wenzel!
Hey, Rufus. Back already? That was really fast this time.
Yeah. This time, I almost made it. Unfortunately, like so often, my human kindness got in my own way.
Of course. That darn human kindness of yours. It's always getting into your way, right?
Indeed.
You never get anything done anymore.
Well, there are just too many humans.
They should all be
Drowned in the Red Rust Sea. Exactly.
that darn human kindness. By the way, thanks for all your stuff.
What? Wait, isn't that my chest?
Well, you said I could have your stuff if your plan works out.
But,
And your plan did work out. You just said so yourself, didn't you?
yes, but...
Well, that's settled then.
Have you heard about that woman from Elysium?
Who hasn't? This wouldn't have anything to do with you by any chance.
Hey, you know me. Wherever there's a woman that needs rescuing, I'm there.
You're right. There really does seem to be a connection.
I was there when the girl fell from the sky.
It's all right. I'm sure it was just an accident.
No, you're getting this all wrong. I saved her.
Of course you did.
Don't you want to go to the town hall?
To apply for giving shelter to the Elysian woman? The thought has crossed my mind. I even got a waiting number. But then I thought, what have I got to offer?
Yeah, nothing.
If I were rich or found a water vein, I might have a chance. But like this.
By the way, you're holding up the line.
So what? As long as I haven't found a water vein, I don't even have to show up.
How the hell did you manage to open the trunk?
Well, all you have to do is disengage the child-proof lock. But the only thing in there was this weird stick.
That's my father's divining rod.
You think so? Legend has it that it always brought him luck. He found the water vein Kuvak's built on with this very rod.
Yeah? Well, if my father really always had that much luck, then why didn't he manage to take me along when he left Deponia?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Hey, maybe you can find water with the divining rod.
And where, pray tell, would I start to look? In my basement? I should say that's highly improbable.
Maybe you can help me organize a few things.
Again? You haven't even returned my lawnmower yet.
Oh yes, the lawnmower. You'd better get a new one. The old one had lousy aerodynamics.
What is it this time?
Hey, do you have any idea where I can get roasted beans?
The only beans I know make your mouth burn. Can you use those?
I don't know. I just need to make some kind of medicine, so I don't have to be too peculiar about the ingredients, right?
Whatever you say.
Do you have any idea where I can get some blackish powder?
Black powder? No idea. Aren't you the expert concerning all things explosive? After all, every other invention of yours blows up.
Which at the same time means that every first one doesn't. Do you have any idea where I can get clear water?
Clear water? Pfft, that stuff only exists in legends.
So what? My whole project is legendary.
Legend has it that your father once found clear water. That's how he got to be mayor of Kuvak. They say that there are still a few bottles hidden away in the town hall.
That's my old man, all right. He left Deponia, but instead of bequeathing me his fortune, he hid it.
At least he left you the divining rod. Maybe it is possible to find some water with it.
Dream on. Do you have any idea where I can get revitalizing fluid?
I once heard that it is supposed to be revitalizing to drink the blood of a bull.
You believe everything people tell you, don't you?
Like I'll get back the money that I loaned you?
Exactly. Do you have any idea where I can get energy-rich water?
Energy-rich water? What's that supposed to be? The only energy I know of is in the car batteries you find in the trash heaps everywhere.
Yeah, well, I should have guessed that you can't give much useful information concerning energy, lazy bum. I think I'd better do this myself. Let's be honest, you were never a big help anyway.
Whatever you say.
Never a big help. Brilliant.
What?
You don't get it? Not a big help. Because you're small. Later.
Exactly.
He's bloated, he's useless, and he has a sponge in his kitchen. If my impeccable sense of orientation doesn't fail me, I should be under the shower right now. I don't like the direction this is taking at all. Usually I'd say funnels are for cowards, but after my third exploded tank, it's lying exactly where I dropped it. You know, Tony really could have cleaned up a bit. Come on, it can't be that hard to blow up. I mean, I manage all the time. Come on, it can't be that hard to blow up. I mean, I manage all the time. Well, there we go. Black powder. Looks like Tony's in her store. If I go in now, her taunting remarks will shower down on me like a hailstorm. Well, what the heck. Let's get this over with.
Well, 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 look who's back. If it isn't Evel Knievel, the man who defied gravity, the conqueror of the sky, the wind jockey, the traveler on his way to the upper spheres. And yet, here he stands, right in front of me. Who'd have thought?
Believe it or not, this time I really made it. I was on board an Organon cruiser. Its destination, Elysium.
And then the longing for me became too much to bear.
I had to choose a life of eternal bliss, which means far away from you, or saving a beautiful Elysian girl from a horrible death.
Yeah, right. Rufus is doing a selfless deed. I would love to laugh, but my belly's still aching from when you were dragged through the junk.
I'll show you. I'll wake the girl, and she'll take me to Elysium, and then you'll be sorry. You'll all be sorry. How's business?
Like, when did that interest you ever?
Who says I take an interest? I'm just being extremely polite.
First and foremost, you have an extremely distorted view of yourself.
Oh, that's because my reflection in the mirror is so blindingly bright.
Ugh!
Why so cranky?
Why? You have destroyed my mailbox, devastated my backyard, gobbled down all my food supplies, and if I find out that the disappearance of my favorite pair of boots is connected in any way to the construction of your ridiculous escape pod, may God have mercy on your soul.
I had to carry the black powder in some kind of vessel, didn't I?
What?
Nothing. I'd like to buy something.
With what? Or did you get a job recently that I don't know anything about?
I'll pay you back. Really?
Oh!
I wanted to say goodbye before I leave this dump.
New escape plans, have we? You are deluded. You'll never get out of here. Never, ever, ever. And that means I'll have you on my back for the rest of my life.
What are those vouchers?
They're gift vouchers. You hand them in at the post office, and they deliver the merchandise.
Cool. I'll take them.
Hey, hands off!
What?
They don't come free.
I thought they were gift vouchers.
Ugh!
The first aid cabinet is locked.
What? Did you injure yourself again?
Not yet.
Too bad. You know what? Tell me when you have. I'll have a good long laugh, and then I'll give you the key.
You wouldn't have some coffee somewhere around here, would you?
Since you've been staying with me, I've only had decaf, and even that is too strong. Maybe I should finally get rid of the coffee grinder. It's just using up space, like you.
I need some ingredients.
If there's nothing in the fridge, you won't be getting anything else.
No, I mean...
End of discussion. Start earning your own money, and you'll be able to buy your own food.
I've got to go.
I've been saying that for years, but here you still are.
Weights, anchors, metal boots, hooks, all the things you need if you want to stay moored forever.
Hands off my stuff.
What? I'm just browsing.
Browsing is what paying customers do. What you mean is driving me nuts.
There isn't even one crumb left. Seems like I have to find my own ingredients. What was that again about the gift vouchers?
They're gift vouchers. You hand them in at the post office, and they deliver the merchandise. And no, you can't have them as a gift.
Then why are they called gift vouchers?
Hey, stop it! What exactly are you trying to pull off?
I just thought it'd be good to take some of these mail order coupons with me. Then I can use them to send all my friends on Deponia some hooks and lead weights, obviously, just like it says on these vouchers.
Okay. First of all, you don't have any friends. You are a self-centered egomaniac who doesn't give a bleep about anybody apart from himself. Besides, what makes you think you could just walk in here and take things from my store?
Couldn't I just pay you later?
Pay me later? Pay me later? How the heck are you gonna pay me back, smartass? Or did you finally, after all these years, get a real job? Did you?
Well, not exactly, but
Isn't it enough that I still let you live at my place? That I still feed you? And I guess you think you're thanking me by letting me get rid of all the junk and garbage you produce every day. Why am I still putting up with this? I mean, really, why do I still do it? It's not like we're still... Oh, this sucks! My blood pressure! I have to meditate. Breathe in, breathe out.
unfortunately, the effect of her training doesn't last long. She must be doing something wrong.
Hands off.
All right. Weights, anchors, metal boots, hooks, all the things you need if you want to stay moored forever. Ah, ouch! Hey! Ouch! Look at that!
Such a tiny wound, and what a great pleasure. That is to say, wait a minute. You dirty rat. Did you try and steal hooks from me again?
Tony, please, I'm bleeding to death here.
If there was even the slightest bit of hope that you'll ever learn from your mistakes, I'd say, suit yourself. But unfortunately, you've proven once too often that you'll never learn. So here you go. Just take the key for the first aid kit and get out of my store.
If you didn't nag all the time, maybe I'd be able to listen to what you're saying for a change. Ugh, I hate syringes. Luckily, I've developed an immunity to tetanus. I wonder what that stuff tastes like. I've only ever been injected right into the heart muscle so far. Tony's tranquilizer. Dr. Gizmo says it deals with the symptoms only, not with the cause. I wonder what he meant by that. Brilliant idea, Rufus. What could a lonesome bull crave more than a well-chilled glass of gnat's piss? Okay, I'll use the cow. Main thing is that it worked. Aw, does that upset you? Well, an accomplished matador like me knows how to bring the blood of a bull to a boil, or whatever liquid it is that's pumping through those tubes. Draw blood from an enraged bull? Child's play. Bull's blood. Check. Is this really necessary? Aww. The seats are covered in tasteless pink leatherette. A puppet is pirouetting in the corner, and on the driver's sign it says, Sugar Puff. Stupid name. Hello again.
Hey,
Rufus.
exactly.
About my key again.
Again? Well, if you insist. What was your name again?
Sugar Puff.
Sugar Puff? Maybe I found your key, Sugar Puff, but I need to be sure it really belongs to you. What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink, you say? That sounds about right. And, do you have a special hobby?
I, love the ballet.
Bullseye! Then this must be your key. This must be your lucky day, Sugar Puff.
Yeah, I'm so happy I could just explode.
Really? I might have a one-time job for you down in the mine.
This is Sugar Puff's key, not mine. So much power in such a heap of junk. What a waste. Oh, I can't remove it. But how do I get access to the power that's harbored within them? I want the battery acid, and I have a dentist drill. That's almost too convenient. Ah! Ow! Yeah! Ow! Good job, Rufus. I should take that. Ah! But not with bare hands. This brings water to the houses, or with fluid nitrogen, depending on the escape plan. Ah! Wenzel has attached a protective cover to his chimney. What an egomaniac! Where am I supposed to practice spitting now? Hey, that's my dad's divining rod.
Don't even think about it, Rufus. It's mine now.
But it's a family heirloom.
So, a gift is a gift. Boy, I can hardly wait to give it a try. Maybe I can find a well somewhere near. And once I'm rich,
We'll split 50-50.
I might lend you the rod for a couple of hours.
Hey, Wenzel.
What's up?
I want my heirloom back.
A deal is a deal.
Oh, come on. We're friends, aren't we?
And friends stay true to their word.
Oh, yeah? And that's written down where exactly?
Just forget it.
I want my heirloom back.
Just forget it.
Later.
Exactly.
This wasn't half as funny as I thought it would be. Heh. Ah! Poor Wenzel. His tender heart will break when he finds out that the well in his basement isn't real. Quick, I don't want to miss the moment. Wenzel?
I'm down here! Come quick! You won't believe your eyes!
Poor Wenzel still thinks he struck water down there. Instead, his cellar is simply flooded. Bad luck. What's up, Wenzel?
I struck water!
Well, Wenzel, maybe you shouldn't get too excited. Sometimes you just think you struck water, and then it's just... Wait a second. You really struck water.
Unbelievable, isn't it? I am rich!
But that's impossible.
And it's all thanks to you. Well, thanks to your father's divining rod. You are a true friend. You know what? You shared with me, and now I'll share with you.
Really?
Of course. I share with you this very moment, the moment of triumph. Let's enjoy it together. What's that grinding noise?
It's not my teeth.
I see. I'm rich!
Hey, that's my dad's divining rod.
Ah, Rufus, I believe you may very well want to congratulate me. The mayor was very excited to hear about my discovery. He believes the water vein might make Kuvak one of the 3 richest settlements in the southern quadrant. Right now, he's hearing one more applicant, but for now, it looks like I'll be the one.
Goal is supposed to live at your place? Oh, don't make me laugh.
What? Now that I have a water vein on my property, I'm one of the most influential people of Kuvak. And with an orbit pixie in my house, I might even become an honorary citizen. Who knows? One day, I might even follow in the footsteps of your father.
But I was the one who saved her, and I'm the one who gave her shelter.
Rufus, you don't even have a house. So how do you suppose you'll convince the mayor?
Well,
Next up, number 63, please.
Nah, who needs patience when there's a supply of explosives underground? Hello, Lottie.
You again?
You again?
Is it my turn already?
Yes, it is. I
Already called your number, didn't I?
I'll skedaddle.
Don't let the door hit you.
Rufus, so how do you suppose you'll convince the mayor?
Well, Low-Tech, I have to talk to you. It's about... Low-Tech?
What? Who's disturbing me?
Whoa. Are you really sleeping in your desk?
This is the mayor's traditional resting place. Before me, your father used to sleep in here. That was before he betrayed the community.
Huh. Well, I can totally understand that.
Well, he left you behind, too.
Be that as it may, who sleeps in a desk anyway?
Admittedly, the desk isn't aligned correctly with the planet's magnetic field, but your father had a device installed to correct that.
What? I'm here for the Elysian girl.
They all are, but you're too late. The hearing is over.
Over? But it was me who found her.
As far as I know, it was Hannick who found her.
Well, I found her first.
And you just left her lying there?
No, it was different.
With your attitude, you wouldn't even stand a chance if the hearing wasn't over already.
But I saved her life.
I find that hard to believe, considering you're responsible for 90% of all injuries that happen in Kuvak.
Well, but 90% of those have been my own injuries.
Listen, Rufus, whenever chaos breaks out in Kuvak, you are responsible for it. As far as I know, you might even be responsible for that girl falling from the sky.
No, it was different.
With your attitude, you wouldn't even stand a chance if the hearing wasn't over already.
But I have to help her return to her world.
To Elysium? That's a good joke. You should know better than anyone else that there's no way to leave Deponia. Nothing that ends up on Deponia will ever leave again.
My dad made it.
That's neither probable nor verifiable. I know that's what you'd like to believe, but I believe it's more likely that your father ended up crashing into some trash heap. With your attitude, you wouldn't even stand a chance if the hearing wasn't over already.
That's too bad.
How exceptionally reasonable of you. I've made my decision, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm starting to run out of good arguments here.
Finally! There is a God! Are we done here? I really need to go to the assembly hall.
You bet.
Oh, now what?
I officially want to deregister my residence here on Deponia.
You don't even have your own residence, do you? You're mooching off your former girlfriend.
Yeah, well, at least I'm not sleeping in the drawer of my desk.
Watch your tongue, son. This is the mayor's traditional resting place. If only your father were here to put you in your place. You know darn well he worked here before me.
Oh yeah, you mean he slept here?
You don't even know what real work is. If you'd put in a little more effort, you could have followed in your father's footsteps.
My father's footsteps led away from this dump, and I'll get away from this rock too.
And you think you'll reach your goal without a serious effort? I'm beginning to understand why he didn't take you with him.
Ouch. What? Instead of just moving the desk, my dad preferred messing with the planet's magnetic field?
Well, he was the most egocentric and stubborn person I've ever met.
Hey, that's a lie.
Oh yeah? Why do you think he left you here? Because he didn't care about anyone but himself. Not even his own son. Not even for his own son. Pretty ironic that you've become just as egotistic as he was back then.
Egotistic? Me? Ha! Just recently, I risked my own life to save a girl from the clutches of the Organon.
Completely without ulterior motives, I suppose.
You better believe it.
My ass.
You'll be surprised, Low-Tech. I will save the girl. And then everyone on this planet will realize how selfless I really am. But then it'll be too late, because then I'll already be sitting in some cocktail lounge in Elysium and laughing about you fools and how you still have to live in this junkyard. You'll see. I can't stop thinking about what you said. That my father manipulated the planet's magnetic field.
Well, get over it. Your father installed that device for a reason. He manipulated the magnetic field so he could sleep in harmony with the field lines.
I can't imagine how that's supposed to work.
Well, it does work. I sleep like a baby. The only downside is that carrier pigeons are constantly crashing into my window.
The girl belongs to me.
Wrong. I've already made the decision.
I'm starting to run out of good arguments here.
Finally! There is a God! Are we done here? I really need to go to the assembly hall.
No, that's it.
Well, then just beat it! I need to get to the assembly hall.
One of the few long-distance radio devices in this backwater town. Why are we paying an operator if nobody's ever making a call? I know why I don't pay taxes.
Next, please.
Guess I'm last in line. Whatever. Who could possibly succeed except for me? Huh, he's gone. Well, never mind. A gadget that manipulates the planet's magnetic field. Yeah, this could have been my idea. A gadget that manipulates the planet's magnetic field. Yeah, this could have been my idea. I kind of know this symbol. What's this? A hidden compartment? Well, looks like Dad's secret will see the light of day after all. A key. My dad knew I'd be clever enough to find it. I wonder what I'd get for it if I melt it down. What a pile of junk. Hey, that's Dad's water glass. I hardly ever saw him without it. He must have been worried about dehydration. If this is where the key to the world belongs, good night. I mean, I managed to lose the key to my front door all the time. This might be unnecessarily complicated, but I'm certain Dad wanted to make sure that I'm the only one who could get this far, get to his big secret, his legacy. His liquor cabinet. If this is where the key to the world belongs, good night. I mean, I managed to lose the key to my front door all the time. That smell reminds me of something. Dad's aftershave lotion? There's a message from the mayor of Buzo Westbog. Ooicurnedot. Huh? Either a cat was jumping up and down on the keyboard, or the operator must have gotten that all wrong. SOLONGYOUS UCKE. Damn, where was I? Ha-ha! I've siphoned the acid without injuring myself. I'll drink to that. Blech. The water's still lacking something reviving. Cool. I already have the special water, at least. I already have the special water, at least. This is where Tony's budgie cage used to hang, but he couldn't cope with her. So he skedaddled.
He died of old age
Yeah, whatever you say.
after you accidentally infected him with progeria.
Yeah, you know, I like my version better. One whole chili. A pinch of black powder. Stimulant. I'll call this blend Rufus Reckless, the Maiden Slayer. Or Savior. No, Slayer sounds much better. So, I have the powder already. Into the tank you go.
Well, that's it. I found all the ingredients.
Wonderful! I can't even tell you how excited I am to see what happens next.
But I thought we were making espresso.
Yes, you are right. This is an august moment, my friend. We shouldn't spoil it by worrying about the pressure within the nuclear core structure.
Pressure within the nuclear core structure?
Hear me, gods of our forefathers. Using just the most refined ingredients and the highest possible compression, we beseech thee, open the gates to the espressoverse!
Holy smoke.
More pressure! More pressure!
Okay. Okay.
Are we dead?
No. Being dead feels completely different. Ugh. As you know, I have gazed deep into death's eyes more than once in my life.
Oh, now that you mention it, that reminds me. Is Tony still wearing those contact lenses?
Shh! Something's happening. Ouch! Whew. I think this brew is gonna do the job.
I suggest not to move her in this condition.
What kind of condition is she in? I still don't understand. I mean, is she dead?
No, Oh no, her body is alive and well. It's her consciousness. It's inactive.
So, she's asleep.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. I think it's related to this implant. It's broken.
A consciousness implant? Isn't there a switch or something?
A fuse?
Maybe the contacts are corroded. That's what always happens with my intercom.
I already tried everything, but this is Elysian technology. I have no idea how it's being used. I don't even have the appropriate screwdriver.
So, when can I finally take her home?
She needs to wake up first.
Okay, I see. This situation needs to be resolved through a government decision. Let's do it like this. If you manage to wake her up, you can have her.
And what happens if I wake her up?
Rufus!
You're not even supposed to be here.
But I have a plan.
Oh, I've heard about your plans. You never think things through. Everything you do ends in chaos, and most likely with an explosion.
We'll see about that.
I warn you, stay away from the girl.
How peacefully she sleeps. This calls for extra strong coffee. Hey, Goal! Goal! Wakey, wakey! Fast asleep.
Very good diagnosis, Doctor.
Oh, well, it's just that I'm an expert in sleep.
What's that stinging smell?
That's medicine.
Says who?
Says I.
And who's the doctor here?
You tell me.
Let's say it together.
Me. It's a draw.
Best out of 3.
You.
Me.
You.
Ha! I win.
Oh, crap.
What's that supposed to be?
That's medicine.
And who's the doctor here?
You.
But Rufus!
You're not untouchable, Low-Tech. Don't you ever forget that. Looky here, Wenzel, too. Did somebody drop food? I mean, what's the deal with the crawling around on the floor?
I'm waiting for Gold to wake up so I can take her with me, of course.
Ha! Dream on. Although, it is true that ants can carry 10 times their own weight. But why would Goal, an Elysian orbit elf, want to have anything to do with somebody like you?
Duh, Rufus! You've always underestimated me. Rufus! Look at me. I'm a self-made man.
Yeah, whoever made you must have stopped right in the middle.
Oh, yeah? I am rich. I've got a water vein running through my basement. You, on the other hand, don't even have a basement. You ain't got nothing, Rufus.
Hey, that's how you pay people back when they give their best? And what would I want with a basement in Kuvak? I don't belong here, and neither does Goal. And as soon as I wake her up, I will accompany her to Elysium. You'll see.
What's that funny smell?
Ah! Fire! The town hall's on fire!
Fire control mode activated. Firefighter Gizmo at your service. Where is the fire?
Over there! The chamber's on fire! Good Lord!
Don't worry, your fire will be extinguished in no time.
An expert like me can do without such gadgets. I happen to have quite a good sense of smell.
Finally, I was getting worried I'd have to camp in the cupboard forever.
Whoa!
Where was I? Ah, yes. Medical mode activated. Dr. Gizmo at your service. How's the patient?
I'd say her condition hasn't changed.
Leave the diagnosis to the doctor, will you? Now, just where is... my stethoscope? It's gone! Thieves! Crime in progress! Police mode activated. Officer Gizmo at your service. No one leaves the crime scene.
Gizmo never understood my philosophy regarding the redistribution of wealth, although it's fairly easy, from everyone else to me.
But Rufus!
You're not untouchable, Low-Tech. Don't you ever forget that.
That's enough. I think you're done.
Come on, Gizmo. You have more important things to do.
Don't tell me how to do my work. Or are you just trying to divert my attention from your guilt?
What? That's simply...
Aha! Here is the missing clue. The last piece that completes the puzzle. The mystery of the thieving mare has finally been solved.
Thieving mare? How dare you?
Put up your hands, Low-Tech.
I have no intention of lifting my hands.
You better do what I say.
I don't want to.
You don't have any choice.
I don't? Well, you're fired.
You can't fire me. You're arrested.
You can't arrest me. You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
So what? You're fired anyway.
You can't fire me. You're arrested.
You can't arrest me. You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
So what?
Almost
You're
there.
fired
I just
anyway.
have to make sure
You
that
can't
I
fire
don't
me.
spill
You're arrested.
a drop.
You can't arrest me. You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
So what? You're fired anyway.
You can't fire me. You're arrested.
You can't arrest me. You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
Go.
So what? You're
Wakey,
fired
wakey.
anyway.
You can't fire me.
Fast
You're
asleep.
arrested.
You can't arrest me. You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
Who was that?
Me. It was me.